back here live in the Vendor Kitchen with musical artist, coach, and cook Kimberley Locke, and we're making a spinach and artichoke dip, which sounds lovely.
This is one of my favorites. So I've already melted the butter.
Okay.
I put like 2 tablespoons of butter. Let me get this going here. You think I've been here long enough, I know how this works. So you put your butter in and you let it start to melt. And then I've got like a tablespoon of garlic, so you're gonna put that in there.
Okay.
And I happen to really like red onions. Some people don't like red onions, they like regular onions. Whatever you like, it's your recipe. That's kind of how it is with cooking with Kimberly. Whatever you wanna make and change and improvise, it's totally up to you. I'm just giving you the basics. So. Great. Grab that wooden spoon and stir that in. So we've got a tablespoon of, or a teaspoon of garlic, a half of a red onion chopped, and then the spinach. Right? So I've chopped some of it. The thing about the spinach is I chop it because it makes it smaller, because it takes a lot of spinach to kind of make
because it shrinks down to like nothing, right?
It shrinks down to nothing. And the first time I made it, I actually had to go back to the store
and get more spinach,
and get 2 more bags. So, and the great thing about the spinach is that if you look at it and it doesn't appear to have enough, then you just add more. Okay,
so this is going right in there?
Yes, that's going to go right in there. We're going to get this going.
All right.
Just like that. Good job. All right, so this is going to cook down, and basically there's only like 2 or 3 more ingredients. Now, you asked me earlier, how do you make it healthy? So on the website, the real recipe is on the website, and the real recipe calls for Romano cheese, Asiago cheese, and Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
This is the healthy version. You can buy light sour cream and light cream cheese, and you know, that helps with the calories. Of course, it's the holidays. So my advice, I tell my clients, don't count calories during the holidays.
Put all the cheese in it.
Wait till after the holidays, because you're going to be disappointed.
There you go. I think those are good words to live by.
Right. So once this starts to cook down, I basically, my secret ingredient is the juice from the artichoke hearts, all right? Oh. That's what gives it all the flavors. So to all my friends who may be watching, if I gave you, look, if I gave you the recipe and I left that ingredient off, that's why yours doesn't taste like mine.
So usually what happens.
So you let it all cook together, and then once the spinach cooks down, it's gonna create like a little bit of liquid, you know, from the spinach. Then you just add in your sour cream.
Now, is this your go-to? Do you
This is my go-to.
Serve this?
Can I tell you, I've already made this between just Thanksgiving parties. I've already made it 3 times. So, and I made it last night and took it to my friend's house because they were begging for it. So, it's one of those dishes. It makes you feel really good when people fighting over the last bite.
That's
Come on.
Great. And what do you typically serve it with? I see chips, but
I do. I serve it with chips. So I'm gonna let this do its thing right here. Mix this up a little bit. But we have the finished product right here. The magic of television.
Already.
Done already.
Crispy and crunchy on top.
So basically, at the end, you want to finish it off in the oven. Put your breadcrumbs on. Put a little Parmesan cheese on the top. If you opted to not do the cheese, but my advice is to go for the Romano, the the Parmesan. Go for it. It's the holidays.
Yeah,
you're allowed.
Tell us about your music classes, your singing courses.
It's really interesting. I just recently shot a promo for my 8-week master class that I teach.
Which we saw at the beginning of the show. You were singing the Adele song, right?
So I go in the studio with my students. It's 8 weeks. We spend 6 weeks in the classroom, and the last 2 weeks we go in the studio. Wow. And you know, it's such a great experience for the young kids who think they might want to sing, because once they go in the studio and they see how much work it is, I mean, they're like hungry, they're tired, they're thirsty, and I'm like, hey,
that's really how it is,
you really want to do this? Try staying in the studio for 12 hours a day. Wow. It's a whole nother, but it's a great exercise. So the kids who have taken my class for the whole 3 sessions, they come out with like a demo. So now they've done 3 songs. They've got 3 songs of them actually singing. It's tuned, it's produced, and I think my parents enjoy it just as much as my kids do.
Oh, great.
And I love it.
And they start up again in January, right?
We start up again in January. Right now, I've got 2 classes going. I'm filling up a 3rd class. So anybody who wants to give it a shot, Kimberly, you know, let's make it happen.
Sounds fantastic. All right, we are going to dig into this.
Yep.
Sounds fantastic.
You want to have a taste?
Of course, do I want to have a taste.
Did I really need to ask you that?
I know, right? I'll a little TV bite. Kimberly, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
All right, Ryan, we'll send things over to you.
All right, thank you, Teresa.